Welcome to the report for Tiger Mountain, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about the situation with Pauline Hanson, the People's Princess here down under, the Australian Donald Trump. We're going to talk about her tonight on the report from Tiger Mountain. Stick around, listen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the situation with Pauline Hanson. I'm just going to read you a little bit off my phone what's been going on. Pauline Hanson's been under attack by the usual suspects. And, she's been accused of being racist, all this kind of nonsense. So I'm just going to read you a little bit to give you a little bit of background. Pauline Hanson, she breaks down in tears. So they brought her to tears, ladies and gentlemen. That's what these bastards do. Break down in tears after losing court battle over her alleged go back to Pakistan. Get out. Sledge. And reveals her next move. It's not the country I grew up in. Of course, the country we're living in now is not the country I grew up in either. So Pauline's always had her finger on the pulse. She's one of the earliest populist nationalist heroes in our country. Before Trump, before Nigel Farage, before any of them, was Pauline Hanson. Pauline Hanson's broken down in tears in her first interview since she lost a defamation case brought by Greens Senator Mehreen Faruqi, or whatever, I don't know how to pronounce a stupid name. The One Nation leader said that Australia is not the country she grew up in, which of course it isn't, after a judge found she'd racially vilified. I mean, this whole law, this whole hate speech law, we know that's bullshit. And as Jordan Peterson said, it's always going to be enforced by the exact, people you don't want to. She said to Mrs. Faruqi, or whatever her name is, to piss off back to Pakistan, off you go. And the federal court ruled on Friday that the tweet was racist, that Senator Hanson must remove it, and she must pay Senator Faruqi's legal fees after she launched the defamation case. The judge declined to make orders proposed by Senator to pay $150,000 to a charity to undertake anti-racism training. Senator Hanson appeared deeply affected by the judge, Angus Stewart, and ruling that her post was unlawful under the Section 18C of the Racial Discrimination Act. I just feel that the country's changed so much in such a way that people can't say what they think anymore. The thought police are out there. Of course, she's right, isn't she? I think it's terrible. She has the right. She's a politician. She should be protected by parliamentary privilege, first of all, to say whatever the hell she likes. And this is a woman who insulted the Queen, no less. She says terrible things about the Queen. When Queen Elizabeth, who was the Queen of this country for over 70 years, ladies and gentlemen, when she died, all of Australia was in mourning. A lot of us are monarchists. Whether the monarchy is perfect or not, a lot of us were upset when Queen Elizabeth died, and we're definitely showing respect. And then you have these foreign upstarts come along and say this rubbish. You had Lydia Thorpe recently, attack King Charles in Parliament. I mean, even the Labor Party was embarrassed by that. The Labor Party are in power. They got the King. They got the King here, and here's Lydia Thorpe making a complete ass of herself. I mean, Sam Newman thought it was an own goal because it just teaches you that you should never let any of these people near power. And of course, that's true. It's the same with this Farquhar, whatever her stupid name is. This is just a disgrace that Paulie's under attack. Look, I hope that someone comes to Pauline Hanson's aid if she has to pay the legal fees, of this persecution. It's lawfare. It's like what happened to Donald Trump overseas. It could be $150,000, $200,000. I hope someone like Clive Palmer, I hope some other, Gina Reinhardt possibly, someone like that steps up and backs Pauline Hanson and pays this, because it's just persecution of of a right-wing populist, of a libertarian and a nationalist like Pauline Hanson, who is a great hero of this country. He's one of the greatest politicians in this country. So I think it's a disgrace what is going on, and it's just unbelievable that she's been persecuted in this way, and the judge should be ashamed of himself.